How's it going? This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. Sunday, May 3rd. This here is to entertain, to educate, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. There's not too much going on. Biden and Trump, that's about it. They're trying to press charge against Biden for sexual harassment. More likely he did it. All those perverts, they do that all their lives. It finally catches up with them when they're about 70, 75 years old. Finally get caught. I can't say that about Kavanaugh. I think Kavanaugh kept a lot of records and stuff like that saved his ass. He kept records ever since he was a kid, like 8th grade or something. Pretty funny. But women need to come forward a lot sooner than what they do. If something happens, man, don't fucking wait 30 fucking years. Don't do that shit. Same with kids. As soon as it happens, report it. And if they don't do anything about it, report it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you've been sexually abused in a way or whatever, make sure it's taken care of properly. And don't be embarrassed. Today I'm having orange juice and some no-bake cookies. These are energy efficient. You don't have to use any oven or anything. Some orange juice. I think that's what they give you when they donate blood. I think orange juice and cookies. So any of you guys who feel sorry for your wife on the monthly or whatever, give her some orange juice and cookies and see how well that goes over. Just kidding, ladies. Just kidding. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo's coming up. And yesterday I was kidding about Cortez or whatever. See the people talking about Cortez. Cortez, I love you. And I did look it up on the internet. I'm pretty close. It was Montezuma and it was Cortez about 500 years ago. But the last names are spelled a little bit different. One's with a Z, one's with an S. But more likely, long ago, her name was Cortez with a Z, And when I first saw that a couple years ago, I thought, shit, that's pretty funny. Hispanics are saying, hey, I love you, Cortez. And he's the guy that got rid of the Aztecs 500 years ago. He slaughtered them all. And I don't know if you remember back in 2006, I want to call it. I was in Wendover, Nevada at the time, doing road construction. We were doing the road construction from Wendover to Salt Lake, about 15, 20 miles in there. Stretch, need to be repaired. We were doing that, and we're going to have this immigration march in Wendover. And they shut down the road. That's what they said. And they were wearing black pants, white shirts. Some of them had vests or whatever. And I don't know how many blocks they had to march or walk. They had no automobiles, no floats or nothing, just people walking. Some had signs or whatever. I didn't see it. But they said it was like that, marching to the following week, Wendover, the paper only gets out once a week because it's so small. And the following week it says 170 people get deported out of Elko County. To me, that made me laugh because right at the end of the parade, they probably had people right there from immigration, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty funny shit. But that's like the Cortez thing, fake. But I was watching National Geographic yesterday. It was called Seventh Seal. I think it was called Seventh Seal. They were off. They couldn't say the quoting to the Bible or whatever. It was their own interpretation. But this was back in the day when they had the swine flu going around. It was 2012, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm watching it, and they were talking about not the four horsemen of the apocalypse. That's what I call it. It's called the rapture. No, not the rapture. I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, see, they're wrong. They have to be wrong because you had to have the generation of the fig tree, the parallel generation of the fig tree, to come up first. And then it's the four horsemen of the apocalypse: political, educational, monetary, religion. It has to go in that order. But they were talking about it too, and they were talking about the horses. So if you want to get on National Geographic, look at Seven Seal. They'll tell you what the horses are, And if you put the horsemen, like I'm telling you, on those horses, it will work out a lot better. And yeah, what's that called? It's not the rapture. I don't know. I can't even think today. I was gonna go out and do lawn work and gardening, but it's about 50 degrees and the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour. So I'm gonna do this. But yeah, it is. It is the apocalypse right now. We're going in the apocalypse. Nobody knows how long it's going to last, and you have to go in the order because it's going to be the end of days after the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The end of days. Hopefully somebody's watching me. I can't read that shit. Man, my eyes are bad, bad. Oh, I did a stupid thing this morning. Yesterday I tried to get some habanero pepper plants, and they didn't have any, so I still had habaneros left over from last year. I took one of them and let it thaw out because it's in the freezer. And then I took the seeds out of that. I'm going to plant those seeds. And I cleaned my hands at least 3 or 4 times. This morning I woke up and touched my eyes like that. Oh man, my eyes turned all red, and that's probably what it looks like right now. People say, that guy's high as a kite. Oh, maybe I am. I don't know. Not really. Drinking orange juice with vodka. But yeah, watch that National Geographic 7 Sail. It's crazy. And we're gonna go to the end of days, because see, they were talking about earthquakes too. That was back then, 5 or 6, 7 years ago. They're talking about earthquakes. Now there's gonna be more and more earthquakes closer, just like labor pains, like a woman having a baby. It's gonna get sooner and sooner and sooner. And could be the Yellowstone could erupt, and that could be the end of days because it's gonna. At the end of a day means that the sun's going down. The sun, that's the end of a day. The end of days, that means the sun's not going to come out for a long period of time. They said maybe 40 years if Yellowstone exploded and put enough ash into the air. But it could be anything. It could be a meteor, or it could be nuclear attack, EMP, whatever. But we have to go through the end of days first. If people just follow the Bible, they'll know, because we're talking about it's not the rapture. I can't even think of that word that other people use, but it's I call it the apocalypse, and things are going to get hard. See, that's why I'm planting a garden this year. I do it every year, but this year is going to be a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to start saving my seeds because it's hard to get pepper plants, and the prices are starting to go up. So I'm just going to save my seeds and replant them again next year. And let's see what else is going on. Just Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is pretty funny. It makes me laugh every year. I live in a lower part of the neighborhood, the lower part of town. I don't know. It's not the ghetto, I guess. People come to Burley. There's no ghetto here, I guess. But that day they're gonna play Hispanic music. That kind of makes me laugh too because they have the accordion and different things like that. Really, that accordion came out of Germany. It's German people came over here. I guess my family's from Germany. German people came over here and they always played the accordion stuff, and it caught on in Mexico. They have the mariachi bands and stuff like that, but the accordion came out of Germany. And let me see what else is going on. Coronavirus, here I think everything's open. I'm pretty sure, and a lot of people they lost their jobs. It didn't affect us. I think in this county there's only 11, maybe 12. One person died. She was 70 years old, and that's when it first started. There's only 11 people in my county that had it if they did. But to me, it's kind of strange. It takes forever for the scientists to figure out the cure, blah, blah, blah. Okay, as far as we are into technology, all I have to do is punch it into a computer, AI, not artificial intelligence like a college, because all those colleges are artificial intelligence, like I said. Political, educational, it's fake. Political is fake, monetary is fake, religion's fake. But all I got to do is punch it into a computer, those two people that argue each other, they're not people, they're AIs. They'll tell you because they have information on all of us. All of us, they'll tell you who's more susceptible to this virus, different things like that. And for your temperature, all you have to do is get a temperature gun. You can probably put it to your arm or put it to your head. Make sure you don't put the laser in your eyes or whatever. It'll take your temperature. If it's 100 degrees, that's when you need to check it out. But if the AIs, if they punch that in that, they could probably find a cure too. The artificial intelligence could tell them what's going on. And what kind of person it will affect more than other people. Instead of the doctors, the scientists and people like that, it'll take them 3 or 4 or 5 years just to figure it out. A computer can do it in about 5 minutes or less, if they know what they're doing. Let's see what else is going on. That's about it. I don't know if everybody celebrates Cinco de Mayo. They do here a little bit. The store sells refried beans and tortillas and stuff like that to make Spanish or Hispanic dishes and stuff like that. It goes on sale. Avocados. Here avocados are already just a little over $1 for an avocado. That's way too much. But it's coming up. And if the coronavirus isn't over with yet, some of the people are going to spread it that way. They're going to go to parties, get drunk, and get the coronavirus again. Drink some Corona. And maybe give it to somebody else. So if you get it twice, man, make sure you get one of these pens. The Corona Extra pen, But yeah, some of the people I used to work with, they're from Mexico. They said they never celebrated Cinco de Mayo ever until they came to the United States. And it's bigger here than it is there. It's just a gimmick. But yeah, the weather was pretty bad this morning. Cloudy, overcast, winds blowing, 50 degrees. But basically, that's about all I have to say today. And hopefully everybody's doing okay. And it's lunch with the one-eyed fat man. God bless. Take care.